EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
Certainly a different set of circumstances awaited Jared Goff in Detroit last season after his trade from Los Angeles. He made what he could out of them and managed 3 wins on a rebuilding Lions team. They should improve this year behind Goff after an offseason where they made considerable investments in order to try and improve this ball club.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's gone. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Amon-Ra St. Brown set a Lions rookie record with 912 receiving yards, and over 60% of those came in the final 6 games of the season. He got better and better as the campaign rolled on. And when they went to him like he was their top receiver, he produced like it as well. And he certainly earned that spot here in his 2nd year, and he gets a first down for Detroit.
Now Goff on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas, let's keep it going.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the 3rd team in 3 years for Wentz and the 4th starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Let's do this, man. Let's be Let's rock and roll. Time. Let's go. Turn it up.
After the interception, here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I absolutely like the thought there. Go after them before they really know what hit them, because they took the ball away after the turnover, took their shot, hoping to catch the defense a little bit unsettled. Weren't successful in doing it, but they did let them know that they will be aggressive.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. That is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Goff.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To the air again, Goff. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Let's go. Let's go right here.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jason Kabinda. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Let's be smart. Let's play the ball. They can't stop. Ride a little aggressive, baby. They can't beat us straight up.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st down, Goff. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 8 coming up. Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Goff departs, and Austin Seibert is out there for the Lions field goal now. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. He'll get it inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles Harris. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Touchdown! John Bates. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Goff now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Now, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To throw is Wentz. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson on the receiving end from Carson Wentz. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Slide for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
4
getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Goff now to throw.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Field goal from this spot will be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 38. Wentz to throw.
Got McKissick.
Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. 2nd down and inches.
And he'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Let's rock and roll. Let's go. Let's ride, dog. Hey, crazy.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly.
This from Tom Dempsey range here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Now Goff. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. Open man is Samuel. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Charles Harris getting in there behind the line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Wentz. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal.
Robinson.
4th down now after a loss of 2. And now 4th down. What do you do?
And after being stuffed on that play, it puts a little doubt in the minds of a head coach who has the football, I'm sure. Do we go for it here? Do we take the 3 points and continue to play on? Because you know he wants to get in the end zone. That ends the game. But I've been on the defensive side before. They've got to be energized right now and almost challenging them to go for it because they've got to be confident.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he got it! The kick is good! And they have won it here in double overtime. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gone. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice, but there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
What's the deal?
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line. Now Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
There's 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From the 50, it's Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
On 4th down, Goff. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Let's get that preparation started now.